sponsor, Manscaped. You know, have you tried the new equipment that's been sent?
I'm afraid because it says weed whacker. I'm scared.
Maven, Manscaped. What are you thinking about
Love
Manscaped, dude?
Love it.
What do you use it for?
Necessity. What don't I use it for? Put it this way. The only hair I have on my entire body is these eyebrows.
Yeah.
That you see. These caterpillars racing to the middle of my nose. That's it.
That is it.
That's all I have. And that's all I want.
That's the
so Manscaped is a must.
We were talking before the show. There's nothing worse than just hair.
Yeah.
Right? Hair on a woman, hair on a man. It's just bad. Absolutely.
And it's the one thing that the older I get, it starts growing more in unwanted areas.
Absolutely.
I hate it.
I'm going to ask you a question. Just going to go out there.
Oh, boy.
Go for it.
You're doing a deed.
Yes.
Again, I don't want you to have to admit this because we, as men, we try not to admit this. But if you're going to go do the deed on a woman, would you rather have her be hairless or a little hair, racing stripe, or full retro bush?
Racing stripe. Retro bush is out.
Yes, thank you.
Retro bush is out.
Yeah.
I don't mind a small, well-manicured landing strip. Every now and then, if it's completely, and I'm talking like baby's ass bald, then I start. Where is that pedophilia line? I don't want to wander into that.
That's very interesting. Like that. I never thought about that. You're a smart dude. Holy shit.
So if the landing strip is clean enough for the plane to go in smoothly, you're cool with that?
If the landing strip has, like I said, well manicured, you can see both sides. It's not
like blinking lights on both sides of that.
I don't want, I don't want the shrubbery going off into unwanted areas on that as well.
Gotcha. Oh, look what you found. Ooh.
I got to be all honest though. Hey, the older I get though, I don't think I can be as I
found it.
Have you ever gone down there and she slowly brings down the underwear? Then
what is
retro?
Absolutely.
You're like, whoa!
Wow!
Yeah, I'm 46.
Like it pops out.
Do you like walk out or what do you do?
No, I muster through. I muster up the courage to get
He's
through.
a trooper. Yeah, he's a trooper. Got to give him an A.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah, I hear you. Listen, I couldn't say. Well, if you have the same beliefs as Maven does, Manscaped could help you.
Absolutely.
The weed whacker.
Absolutely.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I may have to, go in a room, close the door, and hang out with the weed whacker for a little while.
Yeah, I think you're a retro guy, aren't you?
I like 70s adult films, if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
but with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back with this wrestling icon, Maven.
We will see you in a drop kick second.
A drop kick. These vendors, because Rob, you're around it all the time, right? A lot of them will cut each other's throats on a regular basis. For example, vendors pay a lot of money for a Rob Van Dam to come do a show for them.
Yes,
Rob Van Dam signs a plethora of autographs.
Yes, sir.
And then hypothetically, Rob Van Dam passes away. There seems to be an issue, Rob, that if a wrestler will pass away, that you're not allowed to sell their autograph because then you're just taking advantage of the situation. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way at all. If the autograph is legit, then, too legit to quit. That's what I think. It doesn't make sense to me. Like whenever people that aren't famous think that celebrities want privacy, half the time I think they're wrong. From a firsthand perspective, I think I wouldn't want that. One of the times would be like if in passing, like sometimes whether it's articles or whether it's like too many people showing up at the funeral, fans, whatever, and they're like, just let them rest, would you? I think for somebody that's in the celebrity field, where a lot of their business and their goals are to grow their fan base, I think they wouldn't want everyone to just forget about them as soon as they die. They'd want the business and to keep continuing on with their name attached, and they'd want to be, if not relevant, at least, remembered and mentioned. That's my opinion.
And that's the right opinion. Now I ask you the polar opposite. How do you feel about when it's not a legit autograph? Because I've worked in collectibles for years. Mike has his own collectible love. We all do, And how do you feel about when they sell not legit? Because personally, to me, that's evil.
It is, yeah, there's no justifying that. There's no way to justify that whatsoever. Scummy.
Do you think this dildo, he's been also accused for selling falsified autographs. Have you heard anything about that?
I've heard about it, it's all hearsay but I mean, yeah, I've got a lot of messages saying, hey, I ordered some Lex Luger pictures and I know they were fake. And someone said he did it on some Sting ones, I think. Obviously I can't verify that. It is one of the several accusations that's mentioned by a lot of different people. So knowing that they don't have respect for the business that they're in, I could see them doing it. And that's even, just the autograph business. If you have respect for that and that's your world, you don't do shit like that, like fraudulent autographs. And if you have respect for the wrestling business, you don't put your everyday challenge son in wrestling tights and throw him in the ring and say, that's good for the business. I mean, that's what I knew. Bobby didn't give a shit about the business. And now you're done, Bobby. Done.
Rob, it seems like you have a lot more hate for Bobby than you do Dylan, right?
Yeah, because you know what? It started just like with everybody. It started with Dildo, but he's so dumb, I mean, he's seriously like, Rob, are you my friend? Are you my friend? I mean, he's literally that. That's an actual conversation. Are you my friend? Come on. He's that, okay?
Wow, so that's not good.
I'm just saying, I can kind of say, well, that explains itself. Okay. He's a rotten seed. He's a rotten seed, but the demon didn't fall far from the scarecrow.
Rob, to appease me, I'm going to play you a quick video from a guest we had on about 2 years ago where she talks about Bobby Fulton. Now, again, this is purely the guest's story, but I'd like you to weigh in on it after this video plays, okay?
Sure.
Up, and I was laying on a bathroom floor, and I know that he had come in with one of the other girls, and obviously something didn't work out. And the next thing I knew, he was, tilting my face and jacking on my face, and I couldn't move. There was nothing I could do, but I seen that it was him. So regardless of how he wants to try to defend himself now, when I go at him on social media, only God knows how many people he probably did that to, and whether or not you remember it, I remember it fucking so crystal clear. It's so, like yesterday.
Angel. So, what'd you think of that, Rob?
Disgusting. And she's talking about Dildo?
No, she is not. She's talking about the others. The other
dad.
One.
The dad?
The dad, yes.
Wow. I'm telling you, man, he's got a lot of people fooled. He is not a good person.
Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, my God. That is fantastic.
I had to.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow. These are really bad people. So
let me ask you this, Rob. Kevin Nash also has a podcast, and I love all your guys' podcasts. But Dylan's name came up recently, and Nash said he never had a problem with Dylan. Why would that be the case, being that he screwed so many people over?
Well, I never had a problem with him until I had a problem with him.
Yeah. Simple.
That's all. You've heard the big list of people that do have a problem with him.
Right.
Yeah. So eventually he'll fuck Nash over, and then Nash won't, will quit sticking up for him. That's what happened, as I understand it, to Ricky Morton a couple of weeks ago. He was sticking up for him, said I never had no problem, and then I heard that he got fucked over, so he left with his son. From what I was told.
Understood.
And that's the answer, though, is that, hey, until I had a problem, even though like Devon, a bunch of guys would say, how can you stand working with that motherfucker? And I'd be like, I ain't had a problem with him. So I don't blame Kevin. Keep taking his money as long as you can. But I'm telling you, Bobby's done with the business. I'm not saying you can't find someone to give you space at a table to sell your RVD Funko Pops. Bad business. You
Nice.
pop up trying to run another scam, you're done. You're done, bro. I'm going to bury you with stories, and I'm going to send them to your sponsor. I'm going to send them to the news station in your own fucking town where you used to be a janitor at the high school.
Lion King.
Do you
Circular.
think it's just that they were just out of money, but they just couldn't stop being